Welcome ladies and gentlemen to day 2 of our wedding planning cruise on board the Disney Wish. We have a productive day today where we see what to expect from a shave at Hooks Barbery, observe a wedding in the Grand Hall, experience a rained out pirate party, and plan our wedding night fireworks photo shoot. We have all of that in today's video and so much more up next. As you guys can see, we are still floating out in the middle of the water. We are waiting our turn patiently to get into Nassau. You can see Utopia of the Seas right there ahead of us. So that's going to be a little bit before we dock. This one's still in bed, enjoying it.
What time is it?
It is 7:30 in the morning. It is like scary quiet out in the hallways because they haven't turned on the music or anything yet, so it is just quiet. Oh man, it has been a minute since I've been up this early on a Disney cruise. It is nice and quiet outside. Holy cow. It's a gorgeous morning. Time for breakfast at Marceline Market. Breakfast hours at Marceline Market are from 7 a.m. to 10:45 and lunch from 12 to 2. Alright, things aren't too busy here at Marceline Market, but here's a look at my breakfast this morning. 2 Mickey waffles, a hash brown, some eggs Benedict, and sausage. I will say, one of the biggest benefits to coming to Marceline Market this early is avoiding the massive crowds for breakfast that you can get later on in the day. But the biggest downside is that the food isn't getting made as fresh as it would be later on in the day. They're not having to cycle through food as quickly. So for example, my Mickey waffles, they're definitely not as fresh as I've gotten them in the past because they've been sitting there in the pan for a little while. Not as many people are coming through, so they don't have to make as much that quickly. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. So yeah, there are pros and cons with everything, so just be aware if you're wanting to come to Marceline Market a little bit early. We'd like to thank Level 8 for sponsoring this portion of today's video. 6 months ago, I purchased the Roadrunner 20-inch carry-on, and it has been my go-to travel bag for not only air travel, but for cruising as well. I can confidently say that this is the best carry-on bag I've ever purchased. The build quality is fantastic, and other than a few travel scratches, it's held up extremely well in all types of travel conditions. So when Level 8 offered to send me some new luggages to review, I of course had to say yes. This is the Grace 28-inch and luminous textured 24-inch hardshell spinner luggage. They're lightweight, durable, and made with a 3-layered micro diamond surface that makes them extremely difficult to scratch. They come with 4 double 360-degree spinner wheels that are practically silent on just about any surface and makes walking through the airport an absolute breeze. My favorite feature, however, is in the luminous 24-inch, where both sides of the bag have an X-strap compression system and zipper pockets that make packing and unpacking super convenient. I love the TSA approved locks featured on all of these bags. They allow me to pack with confidence and check in with peace of mind. You guys already know how picky I am when it comes to the products I sponsor on this channel, so you know these bags come with a Theme Park Express guarantee. If you're in the market for some new luggage that you know will survive the 2025 travel season and beyond, then click my Amazon affiliate links down in the description below where you can get up to 10% off, and be sure to use the attached discount codes so you can get an additional 5% off. Thanks so much to Level 8 for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into the action. Alright guys, what do you think? It is basically a brand new meat. What I learned from that session is that everything I should do to take care of my face and my scalp, I basically don't do. When it comes to like shaving my head, I just take a trimmer to it on the lowest setting possible and just call it a day. I just real quick, done. And like he did 1,000,001 things to my face that I have never done before in my life. Like I have never treated myself to a facial, to like a scalp massage or anything like that, and he did all of that. My appointment was at 8 o'clock, and what time is it right now? 9:30, so an hour and a half appointment, but I feel so much better. I feel incredible, and you know what? I don't look homeless anymore, which is great. So basically what you guys are seeing now is a trial run for the wedding. I'm pretty much going to look like this for the ceremony in May. And, you know, I had to ask Coda what she thought, and she says that she likes it. It's like 100%, like you need to be honest. It looks fine. Like this is good for the wedding. I'm just not used to my head being this smooth. Never has it been like, I've never gone full skinhead before, you know? So now I'm like really shiny. Really, really shiny, especially back here. It was an expensive service though. I could have just done the express shave for $79, but with everything else included, with the facial and the massage and all the oils and treatments and stuff, like it came out to a grand total of $245. That's with the 18% gratuity. So would I do it that in depth again? Probably not. You know, for the wedding I'll just do the express shave and make sure that I look like this. I don't need all the treatments and everything, but every once in a while I can see myself treating myself to something like that, because that felt great. It felt great to get pampered like that. So yeah, and then it's gonna be Coda's turn tomorrow. Coda has her hair and makeup appointment tomorrow, so she's gonna look all pretty and stuff. So we have made our way over into the beautiful grand hall where we have the royal gathering happening right now. We have Cinderella over here, Moana, Tiana, Belle, Rapunzel is off in this direction somewhere. This is an activity that you do need to reserve ahead of time. This is a completely free activity, but the reservations open up exactly 30 days prior to your sailing. So you need to be online at midnight Eastern and make sure you snag your reservation. Of course, as always, they do hold some reservations back for day of, like embarkation day. So don't worry if you can't get it online. You do have a chance to get it on the boat, but this is your opportunity to take back-to-back pictures with a bunch of Disney princesses. All right, let's go ahead and head back up to the room. But while we're on the way, let's go ahead and hide a duck. So we went outside for a little bit to grab some lunch, and take a look at that. Our bed has been made, room's been cleaned, and we have our bandanas for pirate night. And take a look at that. Nugget is nice and comfy on the bed. All right, babe, what time is it and where are we going?
I don't know. 12:40.
It's about 12:45, and where are we going?
We're gonna go watch a wedding.
We're gonna go watch a wedding. There just so happens to be a wedding taking place in the Grand Hall. Very similar to what we're doing. So we're gonna go explore and kind of, you know, picture ourselves in the situation and see what all is involved. So for those of you guys who are going to be attending our wedding in May and you're not gonna be sitting down here, you just wanna observe, deck 4 is open, deck 5 is open, and they have ropes set off over here in the very back. I will say though, if you guys are watching this video and you are on that cruise, Coda and I would prefer you guys hang out on deck 4 and 5 just for picture purposes down here, but we obviously can't exactly tell you where you guys can stand. So if you guys want to stand off to the side, that's totally fine. We just prefer deck 4 and 5. So the ceremony itself starts at 1. We're not going to be filming any of this ceremony that's going on right now out of respect for the bride and groom, but it's still very interesting to observe and to kind of start getting a mental picture of what we can expect in May. Okay, ceremony has concluded. I think we got a pretty good idea of what the timeline of events are going to be. We got down here about 15 minutes prior to the official start of the ceremony, and we kind of have an idea of what to expect now, and I'm excited. It's going to be us in a couple months. We're going to be staring at each other and saying, I promise to be as annoying as possible for the rest of my life.
Waffly wedded wife.
Waffly wedded wife. Have you guys ever seen that video of the husband? Instead of lawfully, he said waffly and pancakey?
Mm-hmm. She responded with pancakey.
Oh, did she?
Yep,
okay.
She responded with pancakey. Or I think pancakey happens.
Pancakey happens, but I promise you the word lawfully is not in my vows at all. I'm not making that mistake. Because that's all I can think about. See, like, Coda's goal is to not trip down the stairs. My goal is to not slip up and say something dumb. I'm beyond excited. It was a cute ceremony. It lasted about 15 minutes, which is perfect. You know, I don't want the ceremony to last super long. Some of you guys have probably been to really long ceremonies before, and they're not a vibe. Yeah, now the couple are just getting their photos in the atrium right now. We are going to have professional photographers and videographers. We have a set of 2 photographers and 2 videographers, 2 each, coming that are going to be covering the whole ceremony, and we're excited. Right now this couple only has 1 photographer, no videographer.
And that's fine. Some people don't want it.
Yeah, that's totally fine. It's not like a criticism or anything. It's just an observation. It just makes things a little bit more hectic because you can't get as many angles, you know?
This long-running Disney Channel program focused on building bonds between parents and their preschool-age children. Letter A, here's Looking at You, Kid. B, Disney Family Album. C, Club Disney. Or D, You and Me, Kid. Let's proceed to question number 2. In the famous Janet Jackson, young actor Jet Jackson was the star of what super spy show within a show? Is it A, Super Teen? Is it letter B, Overlord? Is it letter C, Silverstone? Or letter D, Fantastic Force? Let's proceed to question number 3. Which Disney legend starred in Good Morning Miss Bliss, the Disney Channel show which was later redeveloped into Saved by the Bell? Let's proceed to question number 4. Which future celebrity was not a member of the all-new Mickey Mouse Club? A, Mandy Moore. B, Britney Spears. C, Justin Timberlake. Or D, Christina Aguilera. This one is easier. True or false? The Disney Channel once featured an aerobics show for kids called Mousercise. Let's proceed to question number 6. What Disney Channel sitcom was developed under the title What's Lizzie Thinking?
Okay, so mistakes were made. I saw old school Disney trivia and I thought, oh, like 90s and early 2000s. That's my definition of old school. No, they were busting out questions about the Mickey Mouse Club and television shows from like the 60s and 70s. No, that is not up our alley. We got a whopping 10 out of 20 on that trivia, with only a couple of questions being from our generation of Disney Channel. According to Coda, she tried to warn me because the Mickey Mouse Club in the description was a giveaway apparently. So, should have listened on that one. Either way, it was a learning experience. Be aware, if you see this trivia on your Navigator app, just know what you're getting yourself into. Meanwhile, this one's over here crocheting and saying, I told you so, I told you so. We have another duck to hide. Current time is 3:24 and the pirates are starting to make their rounds on the Disney Wish. Captain Hook was down there. You got Donald Duck over here. And then you have Daisy Duck up top over there, all dressed in their pirates' finest. And throughout the entirety of the evening, you will have a bunch of different characters roaming around in their pirate gear. So make sure you keep an eye out and make sure you stay tuned to your Navigator app for times and locations. Okay, so we came outside for a little bit to look at some possible photo locations for our wedding cruise. Like, just picture us running down this hallway and taking action shots. That'd be really cool. But anyways, I wanted to point out how many ships we had in port today. It is raining right now, so I can't exactly like go up to the top deck to show you guys, but there are 6 ships in port today. So right now, we have the MSC Divina right next to us, and then on the opposite side of that, we have Utopia of the Seas. There's Liberty of the Seas over here. There's, of course, us, and then we have the Carnival Glory and the Carnival Freedom on the other side. Is that 6 or 5? That's 6? Okay, yes, it is 6. My math is mathing. It's a very busy day here at Nassau. Alright guys, we are dressed and ready to go. Not only are we having dinner at Worlds of Marvel tonight, but it is also Pirate Night. Now you guys are probably asking yourselves, it's Pirate Night, why are you guys going to the main dining room? Well, on 3-night cruises, pirate menu does not exist. So we have a standard Marvel night menu. So we're actually excited to head on down and try some Well, not really try some, because we just had some Marvel a couple weeks ago. Weird flex. But we're excited to go down and have some dinner. Something unique about the atrium on Pirate Night is that the chandelier is a constant shade of red almost the whole night. It's really cool. It really adds to the pirate vibe. All right, here we are back at Worlds of Marvel. Take a look at Nugget. He's dressed as Sam Captain America. He's got a little spider bot on his head. He's looking adorable. Let's head on inside and enjoy the wonders of quantum science. All right, we have made it inside World of Marvel to our table. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. Also, Quantum Core. It just got blurry. There you go, Quantum Core. All right, let's go ahead and showcase the appetizers. We have a Mayor Lemon marinated shrimp, a steamed bao bun, as well as a heart of palm with cilantro and lime. We have a sauteed crimini and oyster mushroom. For salads, we have an heirloom tomato salad and an iceberg wedge. For soups, we have a cream potato soup as well as a white cheddar and broccolini soup. For our lighter notes, we have a lamb shawarma salad, a grilled sirloin steak. Wait a minute, these are... What in the world is this order? What in the world are lighter notes doing here? That just threw me for a loop. Oh yeah, are they? Okay, yeah, it just threw me for a loop. So yeah, the lighter notes for like your mains, you have a lamb shawarma salad, you have sirloin steak, chicken breast, and salmon fillet. For our bread service, we have a marble loaf with red bell pepper dipping sauce, one of my favorites. And here on the opposite side, we have our entrees. We have a pork chop. I got that the last time we were here, and it was not good. The chicken schnitzel, which Coda got last time. We have a grilled tuna steak, a golden mystic pasta, and a rosemary roasted beef tenderloin. For our vegetarian options, we have a ricotta gnocchi and a shiitake and tofu udon. And our desserts are right down here. That way they don't have to disturb you when all the action is happening. So we have a sticky date pudding, a key lime pie, a nano dobos torta, a cheesecake bite, and a Pim donut sundae. And for no sugar added, a flourless chocolate beetroot cake. While Worlds of Marvel isn't necessarily my favorite restaurant, the bread service here with this marble bread and the red chili dipping sauce, it is so good. Such a good combination. I love it.
Anyway, I want to shrink this suitcase and the swan to make it easier to take home.
Well, making it smaller would make it better. Friday, initiate power-up sequence.
Target acquired. Quantum cores are online. Prepare to push your buttons.
All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1, activate! Pretty sweet, right? Whoa. Whoa, what is it? Where did we go?
That is your towel, Swan.
All right, appetizers have arrived. I, of course, had to go with the all-reliable steamed bao bun, and I got something new. This is my first time trying the oyster and mushrooms, to my knowledge, so I'm excited to give it a try. Coda got the bao bun as well, and the shrimps. All right, our entrees have been served. This is the golden mystic pasta, angel hair pasta with scallops, and then Coda opted for an Arendelle option. Because we're not going to be in Arendelle tomorrow night, she really wanted to get the Swedish meatballs. So that's what she got.
What's that for now? Hey! Hi! I don't understand.
It's over, Spider-Man.
Battle's over?
Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel saved the ship.
They did? Great. I just missed out on my Ultimate Avengers dream team.
You can always help Miss Marvel with cleanup on the top deck.
Or, how about I supervise the six nice people here?
Splendid idea. Shall I play the victory playlist?
You have a victory playlist? Sure, hit it.
Hey, how's it going?
Coolest camera I've ever seen. I'm working on getting into photography myself. Web
That is excellent. Thank you so much, Spider-Man.
Awesome. My friend Ned will keep this up.
Okay, so we just finished with Worlds of Marvel, and I figured something out now for the first time. So this side of the restaurant is done with the show. Spider-Man came through, and they're celebrating. The opposite side of the restaurant is currently being attacked by Ultron. So that's a little bit of a secret behind the magic. So they have the restaurant split into two halves. And on the treasure, we were on this side of the restaurant. So this side is starting their battle later, which would explain the timing issues. Very, very interesting. The left side starts later, the right side goes first. Huh. I like that. I would have never guessed. Okay, so this is a whole story. Coda loves looking for ducks. So she comes over here and she's like, ooh, what's this?
The flamingo fell over. It's sticky. I touched it.
Yeah, so that finger is infected with something.
Who knows what?
Who knows what you just touched. But she turns around over here and take a look at this. The tiniest little duck. I'll go ahead and grab him. So, like, you're happy, but also distressed at the same time. Yeah. He's a tiny little duck. All right, let's go back to the room. So we're on our way back to our room, and we got up to the top deck, and we were informed that Mickey and Minnie's Pirates in the Caribbean deck party got moved indoors because of the weather. You can see it's still pretty wet outside. They are in the process of squeegeeing and trying to get ready for the Rock and Parlay party. So if we wanted to go see this show, it would be in the Grand Hall. All right, we have made it back to the room. Are we gonna guess the towel animal, or are you just...
Davy Jones.
You just want to wash your hand. Why are you pointing at the door? What's in there? No. Okay. Yeah. I intentionally left my glasses out, and I was like, the room attendant's gonna get brownie points if she uses glasses. And sure enough, Davy Jones is rocking the glasses. So originally, we had no intention of seeing Mickey and Minnie's pirate party, but because they moved it into the atrium, I figured it was a unique opportunity to show you guys what happens in case there's a rain delay or a cancellation or something different in the schedule. So different venue, different kind of show, different way of doing things. Let's show it off. Also, I want to say space in the atrium is going to get pretty limited. Your best chance for like any kind of elbow room is going to be down there, but at the same time you have to look over people's heads in order to see what's going on the stage. You can see all the railings have been kind of filled up already, and we have propped ourselves up on the stairs, very similar to what we did for the farewell show of the Disney Treasure. A little tip we have though is that if you guys are wanting to see it from like a higher up vantage point, don't go to deck 3, skip deck 4, and go to deck 5, because deck 5 is going to fill up later than these other two decks.
Landlubbers, buccaneers, and pirates of all ages, it's time to welcome the most fierce and fun bunch of pirates we know. Let's hear it for Captain Minnie and Mickey's Pirate Crew!
Let's hear it for your favorite pirate crew! It's
an adventurous lot.
May that be true?
But we're also known for our celebrating. So, all true pirates need to know how to dance a pirate jig.
Do exactly as we do. Here we go!
Dance like true pirates!
So, if asked, can you dance a pirate jig? Commence the dancing and make it bang.
Congratulations!
I now declare all of you official members of Captain Minnie
And Mickey's
Pirate Crew!
Congratulations!
Terrific job, everybody!
Boy, that was good!
Okay, so this is the first time we've ever had the opportunity to watch an abridged version or modified version of the Mickey's Pirate Party. So basically it starts off exactly the same as what you would find on the top deck, but they completely omit the Captain Hook taking over the ship and them having to do like a little dance battle in order to take the ship back from Captain Hook. They completely omit that. So it goes from what would be like a 20 to 30 minute show, and it was maybe 10 minutes, if that. It was a very short show. It was a 10-minute show. It started at 7:30 and it's 7:40 right now. So just bear that in mind. Unfortunately, that is the case. If you're on a cruise and they have to bring the party from the top deck down, then you're unfortunately going to get a modified version. Getting something is better than not having it at all, in my opinion. So you're still getting your taste of Pirate Night. Hopefully nothing happens to the fireworks that are scheduled for later on tonight. They did say that we are like going through like different bands of rain. So as far as we know, it's a toss-up right now as to whether or not we're going to get the fireworks tonight. But fingers crossed that we do. So in the meantime, we still have a little while before the theater doors open for Little Mermaid over at the Walt Disney Theater. We're going to be checking that out and giving that show another shot, because the last time we were on the Wish, we weren't exactly fans of it, but it's been a couple years, so we'll go ahead and give it another shot. But in the meantime, I think we're going to head back up to the room for a little bit before heading right back on downstairs. All right, guys, we have made it out to the top deck once again. The skies have cleared up a little bit. You can see the moon right there. But I want to give you guys a little bit of information, and not just you guys that are watching for the first time, but also family members who may be coming on to this cruise ship with us. This is where we are going to have the Pirates Rockin' Parlay Fireworks Party. If you guys are looking at the screen, the fireworks are going to launch off in that direction. They always launch off of the starboard side of the ship. So if you guys are standing down here on the main level, you're going to want to turn to the right. I highly recommend you stand off more towards the left side of the stage in order to not have your fireworks view obscured by the Aquamouse. If you're standing right here in this area, the fireworks should pop off right above the Aquamouse and you shouldn't have an obscured view. As is the case with most shows on Disney Cruise Line, the first area that's going to fill up is going to be this bottom level over here, followed by the railings up top over here. If you guys show up a little bit later and you're looking for a spot, start looking on these upper levels. You can see there's a level over here, then another level, then another level, and then another level. We have 3 decks worth of viewing areas over here to pick from for fireworks viewing. Now, typically, Coda and I, we love to stand up over here up against these railings, so that way we have an unobstructed view of not only the show, but also the fireworks over here. We don't have to actually turn our bodies around in order to look at the fireworks. For our wedding cruise, we are not going to be physically here in this area during the fireworks. We are going to be off in that direction, taking some photos while the fireworks are going off in our wedding attire, in case you guys are looking for us. But we will be back here in this area for the dance party that follows. Okay, so we got back to the room. Someone got a little comfortable, and I was like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go to the theater. And she's like, no, I'm so tired. We can relax over here. It's been a long day. You made me get up at 7 a.m. for breakfast so you can get a haircut. And then I was like, ugh. They show the shows on TV. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to watch The Little Mermaid from inside our room. You can see the show times over here, 6:15, 8:45, 10, and 11:15. So you have multiple opportunities to see the show from your room without having to stress about going down to the theater. Of course, you don't have the full live theater experience that you get while sitting in a theater as an audience member, but it is still a great way to see the show in case you are just way too tired, your kids are acting up. For any possible reason that you don't want to go, you can just enjoy it in the room.
What about popcorn?
Ooh, you do not get popcorn. You have to go and get your own popcorn, babe. And if you order from room service, you got to pay for it. Popcorn is not free in room service.
Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? When I love to explore the shore over there. Out of the sea. Wish I could be part of that
Okay, it is going on 10 o'clock right now, and we have made it up to deck 14. I want to go ahead and point this out as an alternative viewing area for the fireworks. We are deck 14 forward. This is the forward funnel over here. We have the, I forget which bar this is. This is Current's bar over here, and the fireworks will be shooting off in that direction. So for our wedding cruise, we're trying to gauge where we should stand in order to get proper pictures of the fireworks. So we're thinking this spot right there, right in between Wheezy's and the Toy Story splash pad, right up against the railing over there is where we think we're gonna be able to watch the fireworks from. Or alternate is down here in this section in case we can't stand over there. We might have the funnel in the shot, but we might be able to stand over here for a shot, or back here up against this railing and have the fireworks right there. But those are our three choices starting from that area right there. And the good part about being in this spot too is that you can also hear the music. So we have plenty of room for activities over here, lots of elbow room. Got a great view of the fireworks and music. I also like how during the fireworks, they start pumping the fireworks music in this area as soon as they start. For the Rockin' Parlay Pirate Party, we couldn't hear any of the music pumped in over here. We had to kind of hear it from the side. But once the fireworks started, then the music pumped in over here. So this is a pretty good viewing area if you want a lot more elbow room and don't necessarily want to deal with the crowds and aren't necessarily interested in the show itself. Fantastic spot. So immediately following the Pirates Rockin' Parlay fireworks, we ran downstairs to Luna because at 11 o'clock we have Match Your Mate. The fireworks were at 10:15, which in reality they started at around 10:30, and then at 11, Match Your Mate. We're getting too old for these 11 o'clock start times for adult-only activities.
At least I didn't run a half marathon before this one.
I know, yeah. We had it so bad on the Treasure. Both of us were up really early. This one ran a half marathon, and that night we had Match Your Mate. Oh, God.
So late, too. I'm like, I can't.
But you know what? At least you had a decent nap today.
I did.
We had a pretty productive day overall. Not a bad day. Not a bad day. So let's enjoy Match Your Mate. We love this show. So once again, we have to bring up the question, what on earth happened on the Wish that caused them to make the Treasure's railings higher? Because on the Treasure, the railings are about yay high, but on the Wish, they're, you know, nice and low.
Is it because of the little stools? The stools that are to put your drinks on? It's because they're a tripping hazard?
It's possible. Huh. I don't know. Either way, I think I said this the other day, but these chairs are far superior than the ones that we have on the Treasure. Because on the Treasure, they're just like little stools, you know? And then we have coffee tables. I mean, not on the Wish, but on the Treasure, we have coffee tables. Yeah, we have cup holders. Yeah.
Good cup holders.
Yeah, very good cup holders. So, I just have many questions.
Let's get into our first question.
Alrighty, my friends. First question is, what was your first date? Who paid and how much was it?
Simple.
Alrighty, second question is, if we put a parrot, you know, a talking bird, in your bedroom for 30 days, and you know how parrots like to do that thing where they like repeat what they hear? So what words, phrases, or sounds would it repeat? It wouldn't be a Disney cruise if we didn't have at least one musical question. So we are going to play 3 songs for y'all, and you're going to tell us which one best matches your love life. So here's song number 1. Going over and under and sideways on a magic carpet ride. Song number 2. The gumbo is in the pot, but it needs a little more spice. And song number 3. First time those palace gates have been shut tight.
Mara, I wish there was a 4th question there. Just like a 4th song.
Because you're feeling inspired? Or do you have another answer?
No, I haven't. I think it'd be funny if they put in It's a Small World. Question number 1.